Hi guys, Andrea Mills here. Today Tom and I are going to share with you the story of how we met and show you a little bit from our wedding. So we're excited to share that with you, even though
I don't know how excited I am.
We're having some fun here trying to get relaxed and not feel awkward and uncomfortable.
We are.
He is. When I was little, that's all I wanted, was to get married and have a family. That was like my dream life, and I couldn't wait for that to happen. So I graduated from high school when I was 16, and Tom and I didn't meet until I was 20. So that was 4 very long years for me waiting for God to bring the person that I was supposed to marry, because I was very anxious to get on with life, and so it was, to me, a long time to wait, even though we were pretty young still by a lot of standards when we got married.
That's it? My story's a lot more complicated.
No, go for it.
I don't know that I ever thought about getting married per se. No, I definitely did. I thought I was never going to find anybody, and that's all I wanted, was desperately find a woman who loved me and who I could love and spend the rest of my life with. But I really couldn't talk to girls. I never went to any of my dances or never really had a girlfriend until very late, like junior year in high school, and I married her, and that didn't work out, and I was pretty much a broken man at that point, and so I was looking to start over. And
so I should say that at this point, when we were in high school, Tom grew up in California, I grew up here in Wyoming, so we did not know each other at all. And then, like, several months before we actually met in January of 1999, and
I guess so.
several months before that, I had went to Oklahoma because I felt very lost in life. I wasn't sure what to do with myself, and my best friend growing up lived in Oklahoma, so I went down and was staying with her family and just kind of hanging out, trying to figure out what to do with myself. In the meantime, while I was down there, his family moved here from California because he was divorced and feeling very lost, and when his family decided to come here to Wyoming,
I was definitely looking to start over.
Yes.
And just go where nobody knows your name. And so I thought it was a great place to start over. And
so we live in a very small town, but we didn't actually meet each other for several months after he moved here because I wasn't here. I was in Oklahoma. He came here from California, and in December, my aunt and uncle called me in Oklahoma to see if I would come back, because the Christian school that I went to, that I graduated from, the people that were running the school and the pastor of the church, they were leaving, and so they needed somebody to come run the school. So they asked if I would come and run the school because I already had experience working there. And then Tom's stepdad, they asked him if he would be the pastor of the church because he had been a pastor in California. So that's how our two worlds came together. So I came back from Oklahoma at Christmas, and then we didn't meet immediately, but I heard about him because my aunt and his mom started talking about the fact that maybe
I didn't hear about her.
maybe that they should work something out between the two of us, a little matchmaking. And so, yeah, I knew all about it. I was actually staying with my aunt and uncle, and
they told me that there was a girl down at the Christian school that I should go check out. I was like, parents can't set me up, and of course I wanted to go check her out, but I was like, this is really, really lame. And so I put on my stupid Letterman's jacket, and I thought that was cool. So wearing my Letterman's jacket, and went down there to look at the computers.
So yeah, I was at work. It was right after Christmas break, so I was at the school working, and I think there might have been somebody else there in the building, but when I heard the front door open, I thought I better see who was coming, so I peeked out of the learning center door.
Oh, no, that's not how it happened. I mean, it is, but I came in, and I didn't know where I was because there was nobody inside. It was like nobody was there. It looked like. because the offices are way back in another room, and I wasn't sure what to do. I was supposed to go look at the computer and, you know, check out this girl. But I didn't know that she already knew that people were trying to set us up. But so I leaned over. No, I didn't. I looked through the where I heard some noises, and you leaned over, looking out.
Yeah, I just peeked out the door to see who came in.
No, it was like this. It was she did this, and then went right back. There was nothing there.
I was just seeing who it was.
And then I saw how hot she was, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm completely out of my league." And I was telling her she's gonna have to put a picture up of of her about that time, and because she won't do it on her own, so you have to put the picture.
He's already
up.
got some picked out. That
I already had it for a while, so if you're gonna do this video, you're gonna put the picture up. But anyway, I realized she's so hot. There's no way I have a chance. I wanted to leave right there.
So he goes into the room next to where I was at, and he starts working on the computers there, or looking at them. And I knew he was over there, and I wanted to, like, get a better look. So I went into that room for nothing. That's where we kept a lot of supplies. So I went over there like I needed something from the supply cabinet, even though I didn't, because I just wanted to be like, "Hi, I'm here, and I see you," kind of a thing. I didn't say anything to him, but I just walked in and I got something, and then I walked back out again.
Never said a thing. I think that I asked you about the computer at one point. I feel like I did.
You might have asked me a question.
I mean, maybe that's been my problem, is I never really read body language, but I could not get more vibes of not interested ever. So I was like, what am I doing here? And but that's not what you thought.
No, that's not what I thought at all. Was it the same day that we later had church that night, and we actually were officially introduced? I think it was. I think it was the same day. It was a Wednesday, and so that night we had a church meeting. They were gonna do like a special meeting thing, and I actually didn't go to church there, but I came because
it was about the school.
Yeah, it was
about
stuff
trying
about
to get
that.
volunteers for the school to do different classes.
So we come to the meeting, and my uncle officially introduces us then, and we visited and talked about puppeteering. And
yep.
Nice conversation that night. And I went home that night just knowing that this is the person I was going to marry. Like, there was no question in my mind. I just met my future husband, and I'd never heard God audibly speak, but it was almost like that. Like, I just knew it without a shadow of a doubt that we were going to get married.
I wish I had known the whole time that we were getting set up. I was like, how am I going to pick this chick up? You know, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? And all the while, she already knew I was supposed to pick her up. It was so unfair. That would have made it way easier, but I didn't know we were being set up.
Yeah, I did. Knew all about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we met then, and then I guess on Sunday you came to my church with me. You gave me your phone number.
Yep.
And we started emailing each other and just seeing each other, and to me, I'm like, let's get this show on the road, because I know we're going to get married, so let's just... I
never got that until a couple months later, maybe. Then you basically said, let's get married.
Was I that forward?
No, well, close. I don't think you actually said that, but I think it was very clear. And I was under there, there's a plan you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to get married this fast, and so I was trying to obey the rules.
Hold up? Let's get going.
We still got married really fast.
So it was, I don't know when you went back to California, but he went back for a visit to California and bought
I don't remember that at all.
An engagement ring for me.
Mm-hmm. They have
he
really
called
cheap
my mom.
Rings.
He called
good rings that should be more expensive.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, it's true.
Anyways, he called my mom to find out what my ring size was, and
I went with Sal. I think Sal was with me.
Probably, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
He said they went to some big.
It's like jewelry rolls, like you almost feel like you're in a back alley. There's like jewelry stores everywhere, and you can't walk somewhere without someone running out of the shop and like, come look at this one. And if you look at any interest at all, I mean, they'll just follow you down the street. What if I do it like this? And he's like literally cutting the ring off and welding it right before your eyes. Like, what if I make it like this? Nope.
So tell them how many booths you went to before you picked out my ring.
I think it was the first one, wasn't it?
I think that's so funny.
Well, I already knew the kind of what I was looking for because you had told me
I gave him some pretty strong hints
what you wanted, and I thought, well, that's kind of right. But I said, this isn't like this isn't like that. And before you know it, the guy's he's all welding and stuff right there, and then he has this model girl come out and was like,
really, I don't remember hearing that part.
Yeah, I probably didn't tell you on purpose, but. And it's like, and then I kept saying, well, I'm going to look around, and the price kept getting lower and lower, and they're buying it, so
yeah.
It was great, though.
So I didn't know anything about that part at all until later, so I had no idea that he already had a ring and all that, and then he talked to my parents and everything.
Yeah, I remember asking her mom what her ring size was, and she was just so helpful, but knowing her now, I could hear that there was probably all kinds of little...
She didn't tell me anything, though. She never let on, which is very shocking because my mom was not a person that would keep secrets like that. But so it was in May, I don't remember what day in May, that he proposed, and I knew that he was going to propose. I don't think I've ever told you that.
I'm sure. I think you did, but remember I had to go back and get gas because we're going up Rough Luck Falls, and I realized we're going to run out of gas, and it's going to be a terrible story. I'm going to talk about when I go to propose to my wife, we ran out of gas on a mountain. So then, like halfway up the mountain, turn around, go back to get more gas, just because I wanted it to not run out of gas when we went to do it.
You're so funny. And the whole time I knew that that's what we're going up there for. This is some place that we had visited before, and
I was sure you must know as well. Yeah. I still thought it was going to be a surprise. But.
So he took me up to this place that has this really pretty waterfall, and we went over by the waterfall, and he got down on his hands, he got down on his knee.
Actually, a hot picture of you was taken at that waterfall, right?
Some of them were. Some were at a different place.
Oh, no. One of them clearly was, because you're in the waterfall.
Yeah. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. He proposed, and I first said yes, and I was so excited to have a ring, and then I was like, let's get the show on the road a little faster now.
Well, you did everything after that. That's about all I had to do.
Yeah, it was like towards the end of May, I think, when we got engaged, and then my brother got married at the beginning of June, so I waited until after his wedding, and then I really started planning our wedding. So we got married on July 24th, and so it's like 6 weeks or so, I think, from like all the planning phase, and we made everything together. Or, well, I made everything. He helped with some of the stuff. He helped me with the invitations. We made those.
I remember doing that.
And I made a lot of the stuff in his bedroom. Even if you weren't helping, it happened at your house. Some of it did. And in June, we bought our house that we still live in. We didn't move into it, but we bought it before we were married. And then...
I don't think you could live in it.
Yeah, it was really run down. So
we live in
we lived in his parents' fifth wheel trailer for a few months after we got married, still while we worked on the house, until we could finally move in. Here we're going to show you a little bit of stuff from our wedding video, which is old,
embarrassing,
grainy,
and corny. Got the goatee going on,
and I have giant glasses.
Yeah, but you were super hot though. You still are super hot.
Yeah,
the dangerous ground.
It's not dangerous, you know me.
Yeah, it's true.
Repeat after me. This ring I give you, the sign of our constant faith and abiding love. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Andrea, what do you give Tom? As a reminder of these promises. Repeat after me. This ring I give you as a sign of our constant faith and abiding love. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. By the power and the authority of the Lord Jesus Christ, and the authority given to me by the state of Wyoming, I pronounce you husband and wife. Tom, you may kiss your lovely bride.
been 17 years since that day, and we still live in the same house. We now have 8 kids. We started a business together.
Got another ring.
Oh yeah, we did have to get another ring because the diamond that the guy so hastily put into the ring the
that's
first
what it
time,
was. It was giant, sticking off the edge, so...
it fell out of the ring, and we were going to get it repaired, so I had put it on the dresser, I guess, so that we could take it in to get it repaired, and then it just disappeared and we couldn't find it. So for like 2 years I went without a wedding ring because we could never find it. And without me knowing, he ordered a new ring for me, and he had it shipped to one of our customers.
I had to scrounge money so you couldn't see it.
Yes, well, I wouldn't know what was going on. He was very creative, and he had it shipped to a customer's office so that I wouldn't see it. Yep, to Sharon's Home Health.
Wow, I don't remember that.
And he took me back to the same place that he originally proposed to me, to the exact same spot.
It wasn't as abandoned the second time.
Yeah, the second time they'd done a lot of renovations to the area.
There were just people there.
Yeah.
I was alone the first time. It was a lot easier.
Yeah, so it was a little more awkward the second time.
Getting on one knee in front of a bunch of people is embarrassing.
Yeah, so he proposed to me again so that the new ring would feel special and, you know, have good memories attached because he's romantic like that. So he gave me the new ring, and someone took a picture of us because they thought that it was...
I don't know how ready you had to be. I was on my knee for seconds.
Yeah, so she got a picture of us, and then she came over to tell us that she'd taken our picture while he proposed. And so it was fun telling her that we'd actually been married for however long. We had 4 kids at the time, and so she actually liked that story even better than thinking it was the first proposal. That picture's probably one of these boxes, but I'm not going to find it before tomorrow, so that's not going to be on the video, but it's not that new. It's like
I like this one better anyways.
7 years old now. But
And then we found the other one.
yeah, then we found the other one. We moved some furniture, and it was down in the little crevice between the edge of the carpet and the wall.
Where is it now?
It's in my jewelry box. I was going to vacuum when we were moving the furniture, and I wanted to make sure there was nothing there, so I ran my fingers along the edge, and there it was. After all that time, where do we see ourselves going? What is our life looking like in the future?
I didn't know then. I don't know that I know now. Keep going and keep on trucking.
My dream is hopefully we'll have more children to see what happens, and I'm looking forward to having grandkids. Looking forward to being an old fat couple together, enjoying what we do, helping our kids with their kids.
Yep, legacy is very important. Be interesting to see how good we did a job of raising our kids and seeing them grow up. I think about how we hang out with your parents and go over and play games all the time, and I always think about how fun that was, and I look forward to doing that someday with our kids.
Yeah, it was fun watching our wedding video because it hit me all of a sudden how much fun it was seeing everyone come together for our wedding, and we got married at my grandparents' house and all that, and it was just like occurred to me that we have a whole bunch of those in our future when our kids get married, and how fun it's going to be when they all come together and have big family events like that. And I'm really excited about where we're going still from here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing our story of how we met, and we're going to have a few more videos still coming out this month together. We're going to hopefully relax and
No, not likely.
do some question and answer videos on some parenting questions you had for us and some marriage questions you had for us. So that'll be coming out hopefully before the end of the month. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight and sharing this time with us. And if you are new, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And for all of our old friends, again, thank you for coming by, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
We get a blooper reel after it.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, man.
Oh, where's my notes? We need a little warm up here because you're gonna be so nervous. You can do, yeah.
I'll be fine.
Okay. You look not fine yet.